In this video, we're going to share 14 pieces of retirement advice from actual retirees. So make sure you watch until the end as we'll be providing some very valuable and detailed information. 1. Stop sabotaging your own retirement. Many of us sabotage our own retirement by being too loyal to employers. It sounds crazy, but company loyalty can be a trap and disadvantage you if you're not careful. One of the best pieces of retirement advice I can give you is, don't be a company slave. Switch companies every 3 or 4 years. Of course, this depends on the country you live in and the industry sector you work in. Work on increasing your hard skills and the value you're adding. If you're not being appreciated or rewarded at work, then consider looking around at competitors and potentially moving. This is easy money, because if you add value, you can easily get increases of 15 to 20% with each move. If you want to retire on $500K, this will help you to do it. It's just a fact of life that the more you earn, the more you can save and invest for retirement. 2. Avoid stock market crashes. If only there was a way to avoid stock market crashes. One of the best pieces of retirement advice I received from actual retirees is to keep between 12 and 24 months of cash in my pension portfolio. But why would you do that? Doesn't cash lose value with inflation each year? Yes, it's true that cash loses 10% to 14% per year, but a serious stock market correction could set you back between 30% to 40% of the value you want to withdraw from your pension investments. When you have this level of cash in your portfolio, you don't have to sell stock in your portfolio when the stock market is down. You can use your cash while you wait for the stock market to rebound. This is a proven risk management strategy, and you can easily invest in a reputable money market fund and receive a decent interest rate yield on your cash while you wait. This will partially offset what you might lose to inflation. The important thing is that you're not taking those massive 30% to 40% hits when the stock market crashes. Retirement income planning allowing you to hold a certain amount of cash in very short-term investments, like money market funds, is very important and should not be ignored. 3. Know the retirement lifestyle you want. You know, guys, it's vital to understand the lifestyle you want in retirement, as this dictates the cost of your retirement. Retiring early takes some thought and planning. You need to work out the cost of the lifestyle you want well before you enter retirement. If you don't know the lifestyle you want to have, you won't be able to work out the cost or even begin investing for it. Work out whether you want a luxurious retirement or a budget retirement. This is especially important if you're retiring on a limited amount or planning to retire on $500K or a similar amount. 4. Exploit index funds. Guys, everyone says you should invest money in index funds because they're cheap and effective. Of course they're right, but they don't tell you how to invest to really optimize your profits. The way I invest is to run a monthly regular investment onto the account. But on top of that, I also invest small lump sums in the stock market when it is down significantly. Investing during stock market dips when the market is low is a great way to maximize the growth on your portfolio over the long term. Again, can you see how important holding some cash in your portfolio is for times like this, so that you can take advantage of the stock market lows? 5. Trust successfully retired people for advice. Try to avoid going to your local bank to consult a salesperson who claims to be a financial advisor. Normally, these are just salespeople, and these banks will just try to sell you their own products without much analysis of your real financial needs. Guys, it's important to consult an experienced and capable independent financial advisor, specializing in pension investment and retirement income planning. However, you can also get very valuable advice from successfully retired people who manage their own money themselves. They have first-hand experience in making your finances work in retirement and won't necessarily be trying to sell you something. So make sure to network and speak to other successfully retired people. 6. Live below your means. Many retired people recommend living below your means to reduce financial stress and to ensure your retirement portfolio lasts as long as you do. Of course, this is extremely difficult when the inflation rate and the cost of living keep going up. It's important to stay on top of these factors and keep reviewing your expenses to make sure you're not living beyond your means. Do plan all your significant purchases, things like property, vehicles, medical operations, etc., for those years before you retire, so that you don't have significant expenditure when you've just retired. 7. Exploit pension fund matching. Many companies will match your pension fund contributions above a certain percentage, and it's definitely worth maximizing this benefit. Build up as much retirement funding as you can in your working years. 8. Draft an estate plan or will. Now, this is something often ignored. Creating an estate plan or will is recommended for retirees as it provides clarity on asset distribution and ensures peace of mind for you and your family. It's also a disciplined way to run your finances and psychologically will put you miles ahead. 9. Create and follow a budget. It's really important to create and follow a budget and to make sure it is one that's dynamic and actually meets your needs. I have a great budgeting spreadsheet that I use, and I've put the link in the text below the video. It's UK based but can be used in any country. Just download the spreadsheet and you're ready to go. This dynamic budget planner will help you know exactly where you stand financially, what you can afford to spend money on, and what you can invest. 10. Account for inflation in retirement planning. Many retirees forget to account for the effects that inflation has on retire funds. Make sure you use an online calculator to account for inflation in retirement planning to ensure that the financial plan remains robust over the years. I'll put a link to a great planning calculator under the video. 11. Pay off consumer debt before retiring. Don't let your credit card debt follow you into retirement like a lost puppy. Make sure you have paid off all your credit card debts before entering retirement. If you still use credit cards during retirement, pay off your balances monthly to avoid accumulating high-interest debt during retirement. Having credit card debt is like having a chain around your legs, so I would thoroughly recommend getting rid of it before you retire. It's really difficult to accumulate assets and investments when you have a massive amount of consumer debt, which you have to pay for every month. This will only weigh you down and steal your joy. 12. Pay for professional financial planning. Guys, it never ceases to amaze me how people will spend hundreds of pounds on a new smartphone or thousands of pounds on a fancy car, but will refuse to spend 200 pounds on a 2-hour independent financial advisor planning session. To retire early, it really helps to have a robust retirement plan, and a competent financial advisor will create that plan with you. Find an experienced, successful financial advisor through a referral network. Someone who has years and years of experience of structuring robust and successful financial plans for people just like you. If you want to retire on $500K, you need to have a strong financial plan in place. 13. Be cautious of financial advisors. It sounds like a contradiction to what I've just said, but be very careful who you take financial advice from. Avoid financial advisors that are tied to one particular financial institution or bank. When it comes to selecting financial advisors, make sure the person has a very strong track record and that a number of people have become financially independent through his or her advice, and they're able to evidence that through client testimonies. Guys, it's okay to leverage the financial expertise and training of a competent financial advisor, but don't leave them to control your financial destiny. Remember, there's no harm in checking the financial advice you receive from an advisor with an independent person or very experienced retiree who is familiar with financial planning. 14. Do your own investments. It may be safer for you to do your own investments if you feel confident enough and have enough knowledge in this area. If you don't have the knowledge but want to develop it, there are plenty of courses around to help you do so. In the UK, the Securities Exchange offers great courses and they are affordable as well. Another option are free Udemy investment courses, and I've attached a link below the video to these. This will help you develop the skills to manage your investment portfolio and give you confidence in managing the assets within your portfolio. If you've enjoyed this video, hit the like and subscribe button. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.